The steps to retirement are different for just about everyone. Whether you bid farewell to the workforce entirely or you ease into your golden years with part-time work, there are many different factors to consider. So today we hear questions from three people with three very different perspectives. And helping with the answers, we have Ohio's retirement coach, Greg Taylor of Legacy Retirement Group. So always good to see you, Greg.
Always good to be here.
Oh, I know that you have probably seen so many scenarios over the years, all of your clients, but do you still come across unique things, new things on a regular basis?
Absolutely, because every family is different, everybody's goals are different, and yes, there are some things that sort of ring true, but every family's unique.
Okay, let's start with a good one here from Max in Canal, Winchester. He says, I'm 63 years old, retiring later this year, but I plan to do some part-time consulting work for the next few years. So what do I need to know about the Social Security earnings test, and how might this affect my Social Security if I start drawing it right now?
Well, that's a good question, Max, and that's something a lot of people are interested in right now. You can earn a little over $15,600 and not have to worry about giving any back if you take Social Security. What I would say, though, if you're only 62 or 63, then what you need to do at this point is really consider, do I want to wait to take my Social Security? And there's some tests, an action plan that we actually do for folks to help people determine, is it better to take my Social Security now, or should I wait till I'm 66 for retirement age, or even wait to age 70? So, Max, what I would say is get that action plan for Social Security and see and determine how much income you need before you actually turn on that Social Security check.
Because there can be big benefits to waiting, but you might need it now.
That's right. You have to weigh the difference.
Next is Ben in Galloway. I have some money in a fixed annuity. I'm unhappy with the interest rate of 2%, but I'm also not sure what else I can do. I want to earn more. The stock market seems a bit risky right now. Do you have any suggestions? Well,
a lot of people are in that really quandary right now. They're trying to decide, I want my money safe, but safe isn't paying a whole lot.
Right.
It's barely, if at all, keeping pace with inflation. And with everything going on in the stock market right now, a lot of people are getting really, really nervous, and for good reason, especially if you're retired or getting close to retirement. Now, it's a different game. It really changes. So there are strategies that we use in our practice every week that help families that are trying to do exactly what you're doing, and that is where you can get the upside potential of the market without a cap, with a zero as your floor. And so you don't have to worry about losing any of your principal, yet you can get some gains. Now, you might not get all the gains of the market. You might not get to participate in everything, but even if you got 70 or 80% of it, but you didn't take any of the losses, a lot of people feel a lot more comfortable with that.
And we saw the stock market, speaking of today,
yes.
I mean, it can take these giant dives, so people get very nervous about investing in that, especially, like you said, if they're in that final stretch, right?
Well, that's exactly right, because we have families that we're working with right now that back in 2008, they lost so much money that they actually had to put off their retirement until they made it back. So it can change plans. It can change your life if you lose your money.
It certainly can. Okay, Greg. Finally, we have Joe in Columbus. He was intrigued by the pension discussion we had a couple weeks back.
Right.
So he said you answered a question about a pension buyout offer and suggested that the gentleman should stay with the pension because the payout was better than he could get from a lump sum.
Right.
So what if a person is concerned about the stability of the pension company and its ability to maintain that payout? Would that then change what you had recommended?
Well, I've had a lot of people recently, there's thousands of people in the local area that are faced with this buyout option. And it's affecting a lot of families. And a lot of people are concerned about this. Now, we've had a few that because of health reasons and their age, we've actually recommended that they take the buyout. But it's really hard, and I can't tell someone if their pension company is going to be there or not.
Yeah.
And if you're really, really concerned about that, maybe you're willing to take a little less payout that's guaranteed or that's predictable than what you can get from your pension, but yet you're not as worried about it. So, even huge local insurance companies offer some of these type programs that can help you replace that income, but we can't in this economy, we can't replace over a 7% cash flow off of these pension buyouts. So if that's the case, then we have to just recommend that, look, if you're not concerned about that and none of us know, then go ahead and keep your monthly pension, because you're going to get the most cash flow from it, especially if you absolutely need that cash flow.
Okay. All right. Always good advice. If all these scenarios have you a little stressed out about your own retirement, Greg's sticking around with more advice on creating a stress-free retirement, plus your chance to get a free book that'll teach you those tips up next.